Schwacke will get the starting goal. The U.S. Open Cup has been his. Andy Nahar, doesn't matter what coast he's on, he scores goals. He'll be a compliment to Ty Baribo up top.
But a lot of emphasis will be on this Open Cup semifinal to win a major professional trophy. What a way to demonstrate the winning tradition as we're underway with this Open Cup semifinal. Nashville SC taking on, using their under 22 initiative spot to bring in Kasim from Elfsborg in Sweden. He's developed well over the course of the year, Kasim. Here's Mawil. They're trying to get the beating there of Makanya. Squeeze into Mukhtar, who lets it run, but Kasim was a bit too far away for that dummy to be well executed.
I don't think he recognized where Jean-Jacques was.
Mukhtar picking up a loose ball into Surridge! Save made from Rick.
He'll be happy with that, but here's a bad turnover. Hani Mukhtar, the first to react, goes around Makanya, looking for Surridge here. Westfield coming around the back, sitting on a yellow card, knows he can't get a piece of Surridge, and Rick once again coming up big, just making his body big here. Yeah, and then again, that's the MO for B.J. Callahan in this group. He's got guys that fight.
Play through the legs there of Taxev, and this is decent here from Philly, but behind Baribo wasn't the best ball there from Vasilev. Nahar, though, losing out. Milan Ilovsky. It's a way to throw.
You know, you said earlier that the MO for Nashville is everyone plays with the ball and against the ball, right? It's the same MO for the Philadelphia Union, and both these managers came in, they had to develop a culture. I'm sure we can all name a team or two that has guys that only play on one side of the ball, right? But when you want to start building a culture, everybody's got to buy into every blade of grass on the field, and these two guys have done a great job with their team so far. Would they like to maybe improve in areas? There's no doubt about it, but I think that has to be the bare minimum when you go into a team that didn't make the playoffs the year before, like these two teams, to try and build something.
And for B.J. Callahan as well, to get your top players performing well, very much box checked with Surridge top of the Golden Boot race, and Mukhtar in double-digit goals and assists once again. Another long throw being lined up for Andy Nahar.
A lot of big bodies in the box right now.
It's propelled in, flicked up for Palacios, and Surridge! The long throw profitable. The Golden Boot leader, Sam Surridge, with his third goal of this Open Cup to give Nashville the lead in the semifinal.
He peels back. He peels back. Glesnes bites, and look at this spin by Surridge. Glesnes loses him. Palacios wins the header. Look at the spin off of Glesnes. He doesn't know where he is. Sam Surridge, right place, right time. Great flick on by Palacios to put Nashville up 1-0. Surridge lined up starting in an offside position here.
Really moving their line higher. What to do with this free kick from this right side. Here's Mukhtar, who'll go for goal! And forcing Andrew Rick.
And Rick does a really nice job. Focus, you can see there. He took that first step to his left. I think he sensed once Mukhtar was on it with that hard run, he was going to go for goal. In a second ball, are you going to try and build through the midfield? Are you going to try and press the entire game all over the field? Right now, I can't figure out where the triggers are for the Philadelphia Union. This is one here. It goes back to the goalkeeper, who does a nice job of just clipping it out, but you win the ball back. So that's one trigger, but I think that's an obvious one. So what's the mode of play right now? I think if you look at Nashville, right, it's win the ball, go forward immediately, get the ball into midfielders' feet. Of course, this guy here can make music with it.
The Music City, Mukhtar goes over, and it's a kind bounce for Nashville. Mawil in towards Surridge, who is making the run off to that back post. Well dealt with there by Glesnes.
Leave the line on the ground. Hani Mukhtar find a pass. Huh? And for the Philadelphia Union, you know, what's the mode right now?
Mukhtar chipped in towards Mawil. Alex Mawil!
What a play, what a ball here, clipped in.
Nashville just playing with that verve in possession, showing real quality on the ball.
See, just a pass like that, can you get it into a better spot to Ilovsky? He does a nice job.
Great skill, but couldn't find the pass into Baribo. As we're into a minimum of 4 minutes added at the end of this first half.
Even though that one didn't come off, it's a better rhythm of play for the Philadelphia Union. A little bit quicker, an intent to get forward, guys running forward. A little bit more of that from the Philadelphia Union. When they've had success this year, that's what they've looked like. Not every play is going to come off, but you got to put the opposing team under pressure.
See 0 shots there for Philadelphia. In a game where you're going up against an inexperienced goalkeeper, haven't been able to really create anything. Sam Surridge right now has the goal. Defines the difference in the game as that one's flicked on there from Damiani. Will come back for Brian Schwacke. And there is the halftime whistle. Nashville go into the break leading by a goal to 0.
Yeah, I think for the Philadelphia Union, right, are they still feeling the effects of maybe the travel a little bit, the run it out of you? I think if you're Nashville, you're really happy right now. 1-0, I think, is a justified result.
Confirmation of the change. It's Kasim who comes off, so that tackle from Frankie Westfield enough to force him off here at the break is from basically the corner flag. Mukhtar lifting in and forward through that area from Makanya comes from Schaffelberg. Well saved there from Rick and Surridge!
Right now, you mentioned it, free kick from out wide, flicked on. You got to deal with the second ball. A good save here by the goalkeeper, but Sam Surridge. Andrew Rick can't get up. Surridge heading it into an open goal. The man is as hot as they come in Major League Soccer. Who's that on the line here trying to make a play? Is that Damiani with his hand? Would have been a red card had he kept that one out, and a penalty kick. Andrew Rick just praying for his defenders to make a play as the rebound comes. He couldn't hold on to it here.
In the midst of all of it.
Well, now Philly's got some work to do here, as if they didn't coming out of the dressing room the way they played in the first half. We're 50 minutes in. It's been all Nashville on both sides of the ball. We've seen some frustration from this Philadelphia Union side. I wonder what the conversation with Victor Rivas was. I mentioned Damiani with the handball, but of course it went in, so I don't know why he would have had that conversation. Was there
another incident? Mukhtar played in by Mawil Hani Mukhtar. And for Philadelphia, trailing by 2 goals to 0, this has still been a very good performance from their goalkeeper, Andrew Rick.
Go for Hani Mukhtar, but again, it's a ball around the corner. Hani Mukhtar will stretch this back four all night. It's a tough angle to score.
Mukhtar into that near post and a glancing header away. Ilofsky gone down. Losses are more forgotten to the annals of history. Nashville right now look poised to make it. Will be an away match no matter what against either.
He's coming off that big defeat. I know we keep bringing it up, but 7-0 is a big defeat. Something you got to fly across the country with and live with.
Lee Carnell did say that the team bounced back from it pretty well. They haven't really shown it on the pitch tonight. This is a Philly side that show aggression and have taken plenty of yellow cards this season, but the nature of them just looks different. As Nahad slides into vacant space, Mawil's cross deflects on its way through. An awkward bounce there off Makanya. Half-hearted appeals for handball. Not heated there from Victor Rivas.
Well, we mentioned the result. This could all just be heavy legs from a flight in the end, right? I mean, you're looking at what Nashville had to do. They were up in Cincinnati, not a very long flight. You fly in after the game, you sleep in your own bed. As we watch the replay here, good run by Mawil. And it was a shout for handball, but absolutely no handball there. You know, so this might just be a case of heavy legs, which means you just now have to fight through it, right? Everyone's got it at some point through the season. Nashville clearly with an easier travel schedule. Again, sleeping in your own bed.
Off the bounce, Hani Mukhtar's in. Mukhtar drags his effort wide. And Philly nearly caught out from a throw in there.
Simple. Hani Mukhtar getting on the wrong side of Jacob Glesnes, and of course no offside when it's a throw in, and he's got a clear look to put this game away.
Nashville looking for that killer blow. In behind, in towards Uwa, and off his line is Schwaki, and a chance. Palacios covering the line. Baribo wanted to cross. Jason Palacios with alert defending as Schwaki left. Lukic. And Baribo getting it stuck in his feet and falling over.
And Schwaki made a really aggressive play. He's doing center back work right there. Luckily for him, Palacios was there.
Ball lifted forward from Nahad into Mawil. Can he get his service right? Come back for Surridge! And a deflection off Schaffelberg! And now the offside flag will come up.
This looked like an easy save. What another good ball over the top. Andy Nahar with his left foot here. We'll have space and time to look up. You see Schaffelberg there just falling over. Really knows nothing about it in the end. But you can see it was going right to Andrew Rick. It looked like an easy save in the end, but absolutely the right call.
Quinn Sullivan, now Vasilev. Might try from long distance, but plays again with Quinn Sullivan. Cutting inside. Sullivan taking in Quinn Sullivan! Wow! And there's a way back into it for Philadelphia Union. Completely up against it. Nearly conceding a third multiple times, and all of a sudden, with 20 minutes left in this semifinal.
A solo effort here from the substitute, Quinn Sullivan, getting on his right foot, actually looking for a pass here. Schaffelberg cuts off the far pass, which gives him an opportunity to have a look at goal. And what a strike from Quinn Sullivan. Out of nothing, makes something. The substitute coming in, making a difference. And you mentioned it, Chris, with the opportunity to go 3-0 up.
Can release, and well slid into the path of Schaffelberg. Running out, Makanya, who closes down. Goes early there, Schaffelberg, and deflected away for a throw.
I think if you're a Philadelphia Union fan right now, you're that picture we just saw, right? Throwing players forward, you're going to have to deal with the counter. You're going to have to throw numbers forward and try and get a goal here. You got 15-plus minutes in this game, and hope that your defenders, the experienced Glesnes, Makanya, Kai Wagner, and Frankie Westfield, can be good in transition and break plays up. And if you're Nashville, you're expecting you're going to have some opportunities on the counter.
Surge of noise from these supporters at Geodis Park. Willing their team to a final, but Philadelphia now have other ideas. It's a great ball there to lead the break from Lukic. Quinn Sullivan bending it towards Baribo. First time into Mika Uwa.
Oh,
gets the finish all wrong.
This is a simple ball over the top, a great ball and a great first touch. Like Quinn Sullivan. Yeah, Uwa's onside.
Parnell almost looking as though he's played the game.
Well, he certainly is reffing it from the sideline right now. He's making every call. Love it, love it.
This is what it means. Tournament rich in history. Playing it since 1910. Oftentimes, American soccer is criticized for its lack of history, but this competition represents so much. Going through the generations of the sport in this country. These sides are certainly representing it here tonight. Cross lifted in. Stanley Jean-Jacques got a touch, crunched into there from Palacios. We shot for a penalty as Vasilev hits right at Schwaki. And perhaps an incident to look at again here.
You can see him pull up. We'll take a look at the first incident here that you're talking about. Oof. Jacques from there looks to get that ball first, and you can see Vasilev there immediately go down, but this is the play here. Chris, I don't know about you. It looked like Jean-Jacques got to that one.
Nothing in it.
No
The
recommendation.
VAR.
Yeah. Too close to call.
Cross lifted in. Surridge! And there's your semifinal hat trick. Sam Surridge again and again and again rises to the moment for Nashville SC. And he might just have sent them to an Open Cup final.
Once again, how about the ball? And look at the run in behind Macania. And that ball's floating up. You don't know if the goalkeeper's coming. It was Lovitz with the ball. And how about the finish? Picking out the cobwebs in the upper corner. Sam Surridge once again, this time on the counter. This could be done and dusted. What a finish.
Just what Nashville needed as the cramping commences. Mentioned earlier that Raffanello came on. Salolivas has come on as well. The last throws of the dice for Bradley Carnell. Schwacke. Imagines he'll play the final as well, the reserve goalkeeper. So right the way through this Open Cup. Here's Glesnes. Striding forward, playing it towards Wagner. Gotta get something quickly here, the Union. Otherwise, they could be going out of the Open Cup. 4 games left to play in their MLS regular season. They'll push the supporter shield. Deflection in from Bauer. Away for a corner.
Can we give a little shine to the 2 center backs tonight? Jack Mayer, Jason Palacios, no Walker Zimmerman, but
When Sullivan lifting into that back post, header was on and won by Macania.
this would be an opportunity off a corner kick. Sullivan comes off the end line here. A lot of big bodies at the back post. Kanye with the opportunity goes down. May have been called offside with Glesnes there.
Chant is, we want the cup. They're 1 game away from it. It's going to have to be away from home. Here's Olivas. It's possessed here by Bauer. Just slide it to Schwacke, who will clear it to safety. Bunbury, so good in these sorts of positions. Center forward doesn't have a goal this season in 18 substitute appearances, but you watch Nashville, especially when they have a lead, so good at icing the game, taking it to the corner flag, good strength, good hold-up play. A veteran in his 16th MLS season, still doing the job up front. Wagner lifting that cross in, headed away from Mayer. Wide from Jean-Jacques. Westfield's cross away from Mayer again. Back out for Raffanello, who will turn. Glesnes in the final seconds has a crack, Glesnes, and can score from that sort of range, but perhaps not on this night.
Yeah, we've seen it from Glesnes from that area in the past. Just not enough tonight from the Philadelphia Union. In my estimation, a 3-1 result is pretty justified here for Nashville and B.J. Callahan's side, who look like they are on their way to the U.S. Open Cup final.
And this crowd can sense it. And there is the full-time whistle. Sam Surridge's hat trick sends Nashville to their first ever Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup final. They'll have to win the trophy either in Austin or in Minnesota.